Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today we're going to talk about the short-lived political U.S. 2020 primary presidential run of Mike Bloomberg. It is over. Mike Bloomberg is out. And there are a lot of lessons to be learned. Let's tick them off. Okay, what do we got here? There's a lot. Oh, there's so many, man. This is crazy. All right, let's tick them off. So one, Mike Bloomberg's out. Let's just look at the numbers. He spent $500 million, $500 million, not to be president, but to stop Donald Trump from being president. Lesson number one, I think that's the biggest problem, right? You go for the Iron Throne in America, right? You want to sit on that daggered throne, you darn well better want it, right? It ain't enough to stop somebody else. You need to want it for yourself. You need to have true vision for America. Wanting to stop someone else's vision is not enough, nor should it be. I got 4 kids, and I've spent a lifetime, right, hearing the following. Sibling A saying to sibling B, stop whistling, right? And sibling B is like, why should I stop whistling, right? Who do I always go, who do I support? The person who's whistling, right? If you don't like whistling, I don't care about that, right? If that person just started whistling and it annoys you, you can go to another room, right? That's the thing. You wanting to stop somebody's vision is not reason to run for president. You need to have your own vision. If your impetus is to stop somebody else from being president, get gone. You don't belong in the race, period. And guess what? Bad news for Biden. He don't want the job. He's here to stop somebody else. He doesn't have his own vision. He's just here to stop Donald Trump's vision. And you know what? I don't like Donald Trump's vision. But frankly, I'm not so hot about somebody running to stop somebody else's vision. I'd much prefer you had your own vision, that you were bringing something to the table, not just shutting somebody else down, right? Coming with nothing and just a halt job on somebody else is not reason to take the Iron Throne in America. It's not good, all right? So one, I think it's one of the biggest reasons why Michael Bloomberg failed. All right, 2, why Mike Bloomberg failed. 2, wallet don't replace labor, right? You got to shake hands with American people. You got to stand under hot sun. You got to kiss some babies. You can't just whip out your wallet, okay? It don't work, period, all right? Listen to these numbers. Mike Bloomberg spent $500 million, $500 million to become president, okay? He got 12 delegates. That means each delegate cost $40 million. That's expensive. That's one of the most expensive losses I've ever seen. Now, so that's a lot. It's a lot of money, okay? But this is really important. There was value in Michael Bloomberg doing this now, right? Because it does send a message to all these other billionaires saying American people will check you at the door, okay? You darn well don't think for a second that you can let your wallet replace your labor. It won't. Period. That's a great message. I'm very proud of the American people for giving a hard stop to Tom Steyer and a hard stop to Mike Bloomberg. Next lesson, okay? You need to own your Darth Vader, or you need to fully apologize, okay? So stop and frisk, that is straight Darth Vader, man. That's like, space opera villain. That is not good. Not good on any level, right? And so now the reason why I say you need to own your Darth Vader is that's what Donald Trump is doing. There really ain't anything like him. He is really unprecedented, okay? It's very strange what he is bringing down, okay? Because the way Donald Trump rolls is he's standing 20 feet off to the side of the tracks, twirling his mustache and laughing. That's how he rolls now. He owns his Darth Vader. And he don't apologize. He's just in your face with it. It's crazy, right? And then when people come at him, saying, hey, get away from the tracks, stop twirling your mustache, he just rebuffs them. He just did it to Nancy Pelosi and the entire Democrat and the entire blue power base. It's incredible, right? So, so you either got to own your Darth Vader or you got to apologize. And Mike Bloomberg didn't do either. Okay, he stood in the middle. You cannot stand in the middle. He apologized for stop and frisk, which I think he should, and it wasn't real, right? He gave an apology for stop and frisk, and then literally within the next 2 sentences, he was saying, hey, look at how smooth New York ran when I was in. Well, guess what? If you're apologizing for stop and frisk, which was a major component of how you got New York to run the way it did, then you're not really that sorry. If you're trying to take credit for the good, for the smoothness of how things ran, but you know that one of the components was thoroughly broken, and that the heat coming off of that thing hurt a lot of people, that don't work. That's inconsistent, okay? So Mike Blue, you cannot stand in the middle. You got to own your Darth Vader, or you got to fully, sincerely, genuinely apologize, right? Now, I'm for fully, sincerely, genuinely apologizing. I'm not for owning your Darth Vader. That's why I'm not voting for. That's why I didn't vote for Trump in 2016. So I have absolutely no intention of voting for Trump in 2020. There's never going to be a time where Scott Garibay votes for Donald Trump for anything. Period. Okay. Now, I will tell you right now, it's going to be very hard for me to decide who I'm going to vote for. That's for sure. Okay. I'm still thinking. Put your suggestions in the comments below. I'm listening. Good Lord, man, this is a bleak outlook. Good grief, man. All right. Okay, so those are some major lessons from Mike Bloomberg. Also, don't arrive late for work. Don't arrive late for work. Show to work on time and do the actual labor. Don't arrive late for work and skip tasks. Like this I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but this seems so obvious. Don't arrive late for work. The other thing that is really shocking is just look at where we are now, okay? There are only 4 candidates in this race who have not bent the knee to challenge or King Joe, okay? And that is King Joe, Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, and Tulsi Gabbard. Who would have thought that the 4 candidates with delegates, right? The 4 candidates with delegates, persistence, endurance would be Joe Biden, Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, and Tulsi Gabbard. Wow. Right? That is incredible. The surprise in that is Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi Gabbard has 1 delegate. One. But that's pretty incredible. That is truly incredible. And she has an unbent knee. She refused to bend the knee for King Joe. She refused to bend the knee to challenge. She's like, I will not bend the knee, not to challenge or King Joe. Right? And it's really incredible. I'm just absolutely stunned by how this is all rolling out. And boy, look at also, last thing here, look at what happened with the Super Tuesday earned its super. It has truly been super. Boom. 3 contenders out in 3 days. It was Buttigieg, Klobuchar, Bloomberg, political bodies hitting the political floor. It was just ka-chack. I couldn't believe it. Wow. Like that. It was fast. It was swift. It was surprising. And now we have 4 contenders left. One thing that's truly incredible is we have that 2-2 split. And I'm going to give it to the Dems. The Dems are keeping it real. They got that gender split. 2 men, 2 women. Okay? It's unprecedented. We've never seen this before in politics. It's truly incredible. The Democrats have dedicated them to intersectionality, right? Now, there's been some frustration. Seems like they are very dedicated to intersectionality when it comes to gender, and they're delivering on gender, because there remains a 50-50 split of top contenders. Okay, the people right now, the people who are not surrendered and have delegates is split 50-50. 50% women, 50% men. That's it. That's a pretty incredible accomplishment on the part of the Democrats. Something they can be proud of. They have definitely fallen down on the people of color. Now, I know Tulsi Gabbard identifies as a person of color, but she hasn't been in a debate in like 7 debates, right? So she's truly been silent. It's truly going to be really, really, really interesting if people are going to let Tulsi speak now that she's in the big girl seat, right? Like now that she's in a very, very short list of candidates who are able to persist, able to endure, able to survive, and actually win delegates from the American people, right? True. Oh, and not surrender under the pressure. Not surrender under the pressure. That's truly incredible. Boy, oh boy, I cannot believe how shocking and swift things are starting to happen. All that is my opinion. I'd love to hear what you think of these whip-fast events. It's really, really incredible. Let me know in the comments below. Please consider liking and subscribing, and have a wonderful millennium.